Hey, thanks for clicking on this video. My name is Zaji, and today I'd like to share with you a little bit about some sewing things. In particular, we're going to be talking about fabric today. I recently went to JOANN and picked up some fabrics for summertime, and I want to share them with you here. If you like sewing things, fabric, patterns, things of that nature, I encourage you to not only subscribe to this channel, please do hit that notification bell so that we can continue talking about sewing things together. Before we get into the fabrics today, I want you to do me a little favor and just let me know if you would like for me to continue sharing the fabrics that I buy and add to my collection as well. I know we talk about patterns a lot on this page, but if you're interested in seeing the fabrics that I'm purchasing, seeing more fabric hauls on this channel, please leave me a star or a heart or just an emoji down below letting me know that you love these videos and give this video a like. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started with the fabrics that I got from JOANN. Okay, so the first fabric I'm going to talk about is this double brush poly that I got first thing. This was actually the first fabric that I picked up. Now, I had this with a specific pattern in mind. I talked about this in my last video, so if you haven't checked that out, it was me talking about my top summer picks. So essentially all of the summer sewing patterns that I've been putting to the side because I wanted to wear them this year. Hoping to cut those out soon. But this one I got specifically for McCall's 8753. I'm pretty sure that's the number. I'm gonna put it up on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about if you don't know what that pattern is. But I plan on making the sleeveless version, that short, in this fabric. I think it's gonna be so yummy. I love the color of this fabric. Now this is a knit. It's double brush poly, so it's got loads of drape. It's a nice medium weight fabric and it's great for dresses. And I think with this style it's gonna be so perfect. I think they do this print in a different colorway as well because I think I've seen it in another print, but I love cheetah, leopard, whatever style print this is. I'm obsessed. I think it is so cute. So I already have plans to make that, but I think I'll have enough fabric left over to make something else for my daughter. Now, summertime is the best for knit remnants in my opinion and in my household because I have a small person and usually my little offcuts are enough to make some sort of like simple tank or cute little panties or something like that for her with my fabrics. And so I'm thinking I might actually have enough to even do like a dress or something for her with what I have left over because I got 3 yards of this double brush poly. So we'll see, but I know for sure I'm going to be making McCall's 8753 with this. Okay, so the next fabric I have is one that I believe is a part of JOANN's like pop collection, which I believe is their youth print patterns for like fabrics and things like that. This, I don't remember the base, but it feels like a polyester. It feels like a double brush poly, to be honest. And it might be. I was really leaning into the double brush poly situation at JOANN this fabric trip. So this print I thought was adorable. It's kind of like, I was thinking Dalmatian, but I think Dalmatians have like bigger spots than this, but it's just like a polka dot with the florals mixed in, and I thought it was absolutely adorable. Now I think I'm going to be making something for Nala with this. I don't have anything in mind right now. I have to look through my patterns and see what I'm liking, but I know this is going to be a fabric for Nala. I don't wear loads of white in my wardrobe. I'm not really sure, but I definitely don't make loads of white things in general. But for Nala I do. Weird, very weird. Anyways, I got this one specifically for her. She really liked this fabric as well. Now, I normally make loads of dresses or like rompers for Nala, so that'll probably be what this ends up becoming, and potentially a top as well because I got 1.5 yards of this and Nala's still small, so I know there'll be loads of leftovers, and that's usually what tends to happen anyway, so I will buy just a little bit extra if it means that I can get another garment out of it because I usually batch cut everything for Nala anyway. So while I'm cutting it out, if there's some left over, I'll probably just cut out something real quick to make something else for her as well. Okay, so this next fabric is, I'm pretty sure, on a rayon spandex base or a viscose spandex base. It's very lightweight. It's a super lightweight fabric. It's got lots and lots of really beautiful drape to it, so that's what makes me think that this is a rayon. It's super lightweight. Anyways, but I got this, I want to say 1.5 yards of this as well. This is definitely going to be for me. I'm thinking about making some really cute top with this. Now, I don't love wearing viscose spandex that's this lightweight as like dresses because it is quite thin. I usually just don't feel comfortable wearing it as a dress, so I know this will be a super cute top. And with that being said, because I got 1.5 yards, I know I'll have some left over for Nala as well, but I just thought this was such a beautiful print. I love this sort of caramel color in here in the leaves. I just thought it was super summery, tropical vibes. I could see myself making a really dreamy, floaty top with this. So I don't have any real plans for this fabric as well. Like I said, I just have like this image in my head, so we'll see what my collection actually can provide for me. But if you have ideas of what you think this top should be, let me know. But I absolutely could not leave this one behind. Like I said, I think I got 1.5 yards of this fabric. So the next fabric that I got is one that is on a 100% cotton base, I believe. I don't think there's any spandex in this fabric at all. It's got super cute little watermelons and little ice cream cones that are shaped like animals, and my daughter thought this was the silliest, funniest thing she's ever seen. So of course I had to get it for her. She giggled and giggled and giggled about these. It's got little bunnies and kittens, and it's adorable. It's super sweet. Because this doesn't have any spandex in it and it's not really stretchy at all, I'm figuring that I'll probably make her some sort of tank with this, or tank dress. I'm thinking maybe even like Made for Mermaids sage dress. It's been a long time since I've made her one of those, but I know that this will be some sort of really loose top for her, and or dress, loose top or dress. I'm going back and forth with things in my collection for what I want to make, but I just thought it was so sweet. And with these types of fabrics, they're so nice because they wash super easy. This is a super lightweight type of fabric, so I know it'll be great for summer. And like I said, I do normally batch cut things for Nala, so I'll probably cut into all the fabrics I show you today for her at one time, because I use her projects kind of in between my other projects as like palette cleansers. So, you know, because they're real small. Anyways, I got this fabric for her, and I think I got 1 yard, but it might be 1.5 yards. This next fabric that I got is a double brush poly. Now this one, it reminds me of a fabric I have in my collection that's actually on a crinkled cotton base. My goodness, and I don't know why, but I cannot cut into that fabric because I love it so much, and I'm so indecisive about what I want it to be, and I'm the worst. So I'm going to add something else to my stash that I think is so pretty and I'm very indecisive about, but I know I want to make this into a summer something. So some sort of summer dress, or maybe even a summer skirt, like a maxi skirt I was really thinking would be very cute, and this would be really sweet with like a yellow tank or a burgundy tank or a light blue tank, and I just thought it would be so cute. I already have like ideas for what this is going to be, but like I said, I'm so indecisive, and I think I got the very last of this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got the very last of what was on the bolt at my store. I might be able to find this online, but I definitely want this to be some super cute floaty something with a skirt. I don't know what yet, but I love the florals on this. I believe it was like a little less than 2 yards left on the bolt that this was on, and so I'm gonna see what I can do. But I love this fabric. I love watercolor florals. I'm such a sucker for them, and in this soft blush pink, in the blue and yellow, I love blue and yellow together. Y'all know how I am. Anyways, I couldn't leave this one behind. I'm so happy to add this into my stash. Now I've got another fabric for Nala. This one is actually on their cotton interlock base. I don't know if they call it that anymore, but it is a cotton interlock. So it's just a knit fabric that doesn't have any spandex in it, but it's still quite stretchy because of how it's made, like how it's knitted up. It's still got loads of stretch, but it doesn't have any recovery. So this is not a fabric that I use for anything that will repeatedly stretch throughout the day. So I'm not going to use this for any cuffs. I'm not going to use this in place of any ribbing or anything like that. I will use real ribbing or a more high spandex content knit to do all my cuffs and things like that if the pattern has those sorts of things. But I do find that for the kinds of knit dresses that I make for Nala that are double lined, so they are sleeveless, so they usually are using like the burrito method or something like that, I can usually get away with using a fabric like this on the outside with a higher spandex content knit on the inside, and that will give me just enough recovery for her to be able to wear the dress comfortably and it not like stretch out throughout the day. So I'm thinking I'm going to do something like that, but I'm going to be making Made for Mermaids jade pattern for her. Now I make one of those, I feel like, for myself almost every year, but I've never made one for Nala. So I'm hoping to make one this year for her, and we'll see how it goes. But I love this print because it's got super cute peace signs on there. It's got really beautiful like sunset, what do you call those? They're hexagons, right? I think it's 6. Oh my god, I don't know. I think it's a hexagon. I feel really dumb. Anyways, with like these little sunset images in there, and Nala thought this was so adorable and cute, so of course I got it, like for every other fabric I've said that I've gotten for her today. But it's going to be probably one of the first things that I make for her because I already have plans and I know exactly what this is going to be. I'll definitely have some remnants left over because I think I got 1.5 yards of this, so it'll probably also end up being a little top for her as well. And maybe even some little shorts if I can find some coordinating ribbing or knit in my stash that I think will go well with this fabric. But yeah, I thought this was so cute. I have one more fabric to show you. This is a fabric that is actually already cut into because I just cut something out with it recently. Actually within like the last hour. But this is a super cute double brush poly print as well. This one I know is offered in several different colors if you're not a huge fan of this kind of marigold yellow shade, but it is my favorite of the color variations that were available at my store. I believe there was also like a green and maybe pink or red, something like that, but I love the yellow the most. Now it has a bunch of ladies on here with all different kinds of hairstyles, and one in particular looks just like me. This one right here, or let's see where one is actually where you can see it. Yeah, so this lady with the little crinkly curly curls looks kind of like my locks when I have them in a twist out, and I just couldn't, she's so cute, I couldn't leave it behind. So I made something already with this, and I'm so excited to share it with you. But this was the last fabric of the haul like that I got at this trip to JOANN, and yeah, absolutely loved it. Obviously, I'm looking at the garment right now and I'm like, yeah, I love you. Anyways, that is all I got from JOANN. Please let me know if you like for me to do these hauls in the comment section down below before you head out of this video. But otherwise, that's all I've got for you today. I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.